Hello. I want to talk about some functionality added to Vicinity 4.52, which is our September 30th, 2025 release. Specifically, this is around security, and more specifically, it's about securing the ability to create batches. So our security is set up and configured based on user classes and/or user. In this case, it's put under user class. So we have groups of users who put them in classes. This is the listing of the classes that I have. I happen to be an administrative user right now, and we added this button here, this checkbox, to be able to control whether this group of users can create batches or not. Right now I can create batches, and this is actually the default position. This feature will be when you receive it. So if you want to further restrict the ability to create batches, come into this screen, uncheck this box for specific users, save and close, and now the various screens have been updated. There are actually 5 screens in Vicinity in which you can create batches, all for different reasons and different use cases. The one that's the obvious one, I think, is around batch entry. Batch entry is normally where people go if they want to create an ad hoc batch just on the fly. Hey, I want to go make X, versus the schedule and working with a schedule and letting MRP create planned orders, or you create planned orders manually, or a sales order creates a planned order. So this is the screen in which you would go and create a batch ticket manually. Now what we did is we removed the ability to interact with the formula ID field that would keep a formula from coming up and then being saved as a batch. And so there's normally a lookup right here when you have the ability to create a batch, and that looks just like this. But you're still able to view batches. You can get to a batch by drilling in from Vicinity View as an example, or you can come in directly from this screen. If you knew the batch number, you could just type the batch number if you want, or I could come in and I can sort by formula ID and even search by formula ID, and I could pick up any given formula, any given batch ticket that I'm interested in. Now, if I've got read-only access into batch entry as well, then I'm only limited. I can only view what's on the screen. But if I have full rights to batch entry, like recording raw material usage or finished good production, I can go do that. I can go and I can go and record my raw material usage or my finished good production or my packaging usage, just like I would anything else. So I can come in and do an issue now and post and do all those kind of things. I just can't create a batch from scratch. So if you want to further limit, go take a look at making a batch read-only if you're interested in that. Now the other 4 screens function more similarly to each other. Because there is a button on the screen for create batches, and basically all of these screens are going to be the same. If I come in and I say show me planned orders or firmed or unfirmed planned orders, I would be able to go and create batches and pick some of them and create batches. In this case, I'm not able to do that because my rights don't allow that. Same thing for the production schedule and the production calendar. They're basically the same, just same data, different orientation. The schedule is more for a Gantt chart type look and feel to it, whereas the calendar is more of an Outlook calendar. In this case, my convert to batches button has been disabled, so I'm able to interact with the schedule, modify the schedule, but I'm just not allowed to actually execute or create a batch. Here under the calendar, you've got convert to batches. So here's a firm planned order that I've got, and I'm not able to convert that to batches. And then the last one is around the actual planned order screen itself. This screen was written primarily to allow users to modify a series of planned orders of documents, changing their dates or maybe move them to a different line, things like that. That's the purpose of this screen. But I can do a number of them at the same time. If I were to create batches from this screen, it would be right here under Actions. But again, I don't have access, so it is now grayed out. And all it really took, again, was under System, User Classes, pick the class that my user that I'm interested in addressing, add the checkbox, save and close, and then I can come in and the various screens have been updated. So I'm now able to let's say in the production schedule, for example, I am able to access that create batches, that convert to batches screen right here. That button is now active. So it's just a toggle on and off type proposition. Just take a look at that relative to read-only view of batch entry, and you should be in good shape. Remember that it defaults to being able to create batches, so we're not locking everybody out. That's the whole purpose behind that, so that you will need to go and restrict it if you want to do that. This update isn't restricting anything by default. Anyway, that's it. Let us know how we can help, and any suggestions are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot, and have a great day.